Here's everything you need to know about keyframes in Premiere Pro. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So starting with the basic keyframes, it allows you to adjust the position, scale, skew, or opacity of an object. So for instance, I want to change the position of this circle to move to the right. So I'm just going to select the position keyframe. I'm going to drag my blue tracer a little bit forward and then change the position of this 425 and just move it over slightly. And as you can see, the circle moves from left to right. However, if you want to spice your keyframes up and make your animations really smooth, we're going to change these keyframes into Bezier keyframes. So for instance, we can select both these keyframes by dragging them and they turn blue. Right click them, go to temporal interpolation, and then select Bezier. And then once you have your Bezier keyframes, the main thing you want to do is ease in and ease out these keyframes. So by selecting both of them once again, right clicking, go to temporal, select ease in, and then right click them again, go to temporal and ease out. And as you can see, it creates a little bit of an arc. Now to manipulate these Bezier keyframes even further, we can drag these points in and out as we please. So for instance, I'm going to drag the first keyframe in and also drag the second keyframe in to create a little bit of a mountain. So when we play this animation back, you can see there's a lot more smoothness to the overall animation. You can also manipulate these Bezier keyframes even more to kind of change how the animation looks. So for instance, if we keep this first keyframe a little bit closer to the start and then drag the second keyframe over even more, you can see this first animation moves a lot faster in the beginning stages, whereas the previous animation moves more in the center of the animation. Now if you want to get even more spicier with these Bezier keyframes, you can add additional keyframes to make a more realistic animation. So say for instance, I want this blue circle to appear in a realistic way. I'm going to start by changing this scale keyframe from 100 to 0. Once I click enter, I'm going to create a keyframe for the scale, drag my blue tracer maybe to the 1 second mark. We can change this a little bit later, change the 0 to 110. It will automatically create a keyframe for you. Go forward 1 frame so you can use your arrow keys to go forward 1 frame, and make sure you add an additional scale keyframe. So just by clicking this one right here. Go forward with your blue tracer about another second, change the scale from 110 to 90, go forward 1 frame and create another keyframe, and then go another second forward and change that scale from 90 all the way up to 100. And then as you can see, since these are basic keyframes, there's really no smoothness to them at all. So like I said before, we're going to select all of them and create Bezier keyframes. Then right click them again, ease in, and right click them once more and ease out. Now to manipulate these Bezier keyframes, just open up the scale and then make sure all of these keyframes are selected. And then we're just going to grab the first keyframe and drag it forward. Make sure you don't go up and down like I'm doing right here. It really messes up the animation. So make sure you're paying close attention to when you're dragging these keyframes over for the scale, because you can see you can accidentally go up or down, and you can just do Control Z to undo it and then bring it forward until you see it's completely straight. And just like that, with a little bit of manipulation with these Bezier keyframes, adjusting the ease in and ease out for each of these keyframes, you can see we kind of created a little bit of a realistic animation with this circle. If you found this video helpful in any way, consider subscribing, and if you want to learn how to make silky smooth subtitle animations, click this video. That's everything for me, guys. Peace out.